Welcome to DeltaWalker. In this video, I'd like to show you just how easy it is to compare and synchronize folders and their contents. First, let's open DeltaWalker. If you're launching it for the very first time, from the welcome screen, select Compare Folders. Otherwise, click on the Folder Comparison button to open up a new folder comparison window. Here, you can see a list of previous folder comparison sessions to choose from. Now, let's select the folders we'd like to compare. First, we select the reference folder, then the modified folder. These are named this way because when it comes to file and folder comparison, both algorithms and terminology assume that one resource, the modified, has changes, such as additions, deletions, etc., relative to the reference. The folders you choose can be located on your local hard drive, network drive, FTP, secure FTP, WebDAV servers, or on the cloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, etc. Now, we click the Compare button. Once a comparison is complete, you can see how the two folders differ. Added files are shown in blue, deleted files in orange, files that exist on both sides but have changes are colored in green, and files that are the same are grayed out. The diffs column shows the total number of deleted, added, and changed text blocks, and the tooltip breaks down that number for you. The bird's eye view on the right gives an easy way to navigate the changes and to get a sense of their distribution. To navigate the differences, you can also use the next and previous toolbar buttons. The comparison summary panels on the status bar show the number of deleted, added, and changed files. Use the search field in the top right to find a file or folder of interest. To compare resources of interest, files, or folders, just double-click them. Now that we've seen just how easy it is to compare folders with out-of-the-box settings, let's delve a little deeper into the power and flexibility of DeltaWalker's folder comparison. A gateway to that power are the settings and actions you can perform on the results, the most common of which are available at your fingertips via the collapsible panels found in every folder comparison window. The most commonly used folder comparison settings include comparison type settings, key text comparison settings, and filters. You can access, just as easily, the full range of settings via the Settings toolbar button or the shortcut key, Command-, on OS X. The full range of folder comparison settings includes settings that apply to all comparison types. Those settings further break down as content types, where you can instruct DeltaWalker on how to treat files with different extensions, display and sound, concerning visualization of comparison results and audible alerts like the end of a comparison, remote connections, settings specific to different protocols, and text filters, exclusion or inclusion of certain types of text differences, and settings specific to folder comparison, including fine control over comparison by date modified, ignoring time zone diffs, daylight savings diffs, or small diffs due to timestamp precision in certain file systems like FAT32. By default, DeltaWalker compares files using two attributes: date modified, and size. Attribute comparisons are very fast, as the files being compared don't have to be opened, since only their attributes are being read. Which exact file attributes are available for comparison depends on the OS. On Mac OS X, you can compare by any combination of the following attributes: group, owner, permissions, date last opened, date created, date modified, and size. The other type of comparison is comparison by content, which involves opening the files, then reading and comparing their content. Here, one can compare using byte-by-byte comparison, or in the case of text files, using text comparison. Comparison by content can be significantly slower than comparison by attributes, but the results it produces are definitive. Although rarely, two files may have the same timestamp and size, yet contain different content. If you want absolute certainty whether a set of files are the same or different, use byte-by-byte comparison. If you want to know the kind and the number of differences in your text files, then select the Use Text Comparison option, but remember that the results will be governed by settings like ignore whitespace, line endings, or character case. In other words, while two text files may actually be different, they will be reported as the same as they differ by whitespace or line endings, as the case might be. Text comparison of large text files with many changes is inherently slow. To mitigate that, DeltaWalker allows you to control the size of files to be compared as text. By default, text files larger than 256 kilobytes are compared using byte-by-byte comparison. Comparing by content relies on knowing the type of file, text or binary. To that end, DeltaWalker analyzes both the file extension and its first few bytes, known as magic bytes, and classifies them, giving precedence to the magic bytes when available. In the unlikely event that DeltaWalker encounters an image file of known format, but with the text extension, such file will still be classified as image or binary. Once a comparison completes, here are just some of the ways you can visualize and analyze the results. You can choose to expand only folders with changes, expand all folders, or collapse all folders. Show or hide any combination of the following files: same, added, deleted, newer, and older. Exclude or include files based on filters. We'll discuss filters in detail in a separate talk, but here's a quick tip. Selecting exclusion or deselecting inclusion filters is fast, as it doesn't require rescanning the file system and recomparing the files, whereas deselecting exclusion filters or selecting inclusion ones results into a brand new comparison. Thanks for watching. To learn what DeltaWalker can do for you, check out the other tutorials on DeltaWalker.com. See you soon!